And we have another great one right here. Great fighter, Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez. He fought against Cafu. This was on DAZN. This was in Frisco, Texas. And wow, what a special talent and special performance by Bam Bam Rodriguez. I mean, I was beyond impressed by this guy. We were able to watch it when you got back and watch it together, bud. And I told you one of the first things that stood out to me watching it was he reminds me of Vasyl Lomachenko. The way he could pressure guys without even having to let his hands go, of just being right on top of them where they feel his presence, and how calm he is, his eyes to see everything, his legs, the angles. The angles destroyed Cafu, who was a solid little fighter looking to counterpunch, fighting off the ropes, just fighting against a guy who's just unbelievable. Pound for pound, top 10 guy, no question for me. I've said enough praise and compliments. Want to hear from you. What'd you make of this fight?
I want to make sure that his opponent, who I thought is a solid fighter, I pronounce it Cafu, right?
Yes, Cafu.
Listen, Cafu would beat a lot of guys. He has beat a lot of guys. He was undefeated. I know he had a few draws, but he was undefeated going in. He ain't beating this guy. You have to be a really good special fighter to beat Bam Bam. Matter of fact, I don't know if there's anyone right now that's going to beat him in his division. He's that good. I know that there's some undefeated guys there that are special too, and I get it. But man, this guy is as good as it gets. I can't say enough superlatives about him because he fights a superlative way. Him and his trainer, Robert Garcia, they're doing a great job. It just, the guy, I tell you, I didn't know how good he was. I knew he was good, but I watched him with a guy in Cafu who was a really good defensive fighter and a really good counterpuncher. And there's not too many fighters. I know you can knock him and say he fights off the ropes a lot. He fights good off the ropes. He's won a lot of fights fighting off the ropes. It's just that he couldn't do it with this special fighter. If this guy wasn't as good as he is, this guy being Bam Bam, Cafu would have beat him off the ropes too. He is, there's very few fighters that can make a living fighting off the ropes. And Cafu's done that until he ran into this very special fighter. And the only guy I ever saw that could fight off the ropes, but he didn't do it all the time, but he did it in spots and always get the better of you, was a fighter that I actually was involved with years ago, trained him for the Palomino fight, was Wilfredo Benitez, one of the greats of all time. He doesn't get talked about enough. He could do that. Pernell Whitaker could do it. The great Mayweather could do it. The great Sweet Pea. Both of them could do it when they wanted to. But this guy does it a lot. And part of it was he was forced to because Bam Bam's constant pressure will put you against the ropes, and he did. And he cut the ring down. He trapped him. He's Bam Bam Rodriguez is one of the greatest combinations of offense and defense I've ever seen. It's just that he merges them together. We give a lot of credit to the Mayweathers, to the Benitez's, all the ones that deserve it, the Pernell Whitakers, and it's easier for us to give them that defensive applaud and credit because we see it. We see it specifically. We see it sometimes on its own, as well as merged with offense, with the countering. But we see it in a much more solo setting where you could recognize it. You don't see it in that kind of setting with Bam Bam because he's doing it while he's coming forward attacking you. He's a little bit like Roberto Duran that way, and very much like Lomachenko. See, Roberto didn't get credit. He just got credit for being a destroyer and a good fighter. and a great fighter, Duran. But he was also great defensively. It's just that he did it aggressively. He did it as he was coming at you, making you miss and then filling the holes. He was an aggressive counterpuncher, really. Lomachenko was as good as it gets. And to my son's point, he is the closest thing I've seen to Lomachenko. And Lomachenko, do not forget how special he was. Two-time gold medalist in the Olympics, three-division world champion in the pros, fought for the world title after two fights, won the world title after 3 pro fights. I mean, this guy was as good as it gets, as good as we've seen in our time. Rodriguez is that good. And again, what really made my eyes pop out of my head was he's one of the guys that I'll go back and watch it again. He's that good. I don't usually do that. I got to watch him again to appreciate how good he really was. He's pressing you, putting pressure, breaking you down mentally, emotionally, physically, and at the same time as he's putting pressure on, he's taking your hope away. Lomachenko did this because you can't hit him. You can't hit him clean. He's right in front of you. He's coming at you. You can't hit him. And at the same time as you can't hit him, he's hitting you. And he's placing his shots with laser-targeted accuracy. Body, head, uppercut. Then he steps to the side like Lomachenko did and gives you an angle to get a better shot from the side that he can't get in front of you. The guy is a genius. The guy is just brilliant. I can't get enough of Bam Bam. I want to add another Bam. I on this show. Richie's laughing. I want to say Bam 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 Rodriguez because you're Bam good. You're Bam good. And I hope I said enough for him. Tafu is a heck of a solid fighter, and he just broke him down brick by brick. Brick by brick. Stick by stick. He broke him down. It took him 10 rounds. I think it was 10 rounds. It took him 10 rounds to finally get to that. That's credit to Tafu, to his heart, to his science, to everything. But Bam Bam Rodriguez, if Tafu is a scientist, Bam Bam is, he's a molecular scientist. He whatever the next higher part to scientist is, that's what Bam Bam is. You are magnificent. Robert Garcia, you're doing an unbelievable job. Just keep it up. Man, I love the way he makes him miss, he makes him hit, he makes him pay. And at the same time, he's calm in that uncalm environment with his eyes where he's placing punches. He ain't just throwing them. He's placing educated, smart, accurate punches. Bam Bam, you're Bam good. You're Bam good. Let's get some shirts. Oh, I just gave them an idea. You watch, bud. That's going to come out. Let's see if we can beat him to it. We'll give him some. Then we'll make him for him. You're Bam good. Just Bam good. We'll just put that. Bam good. That's it, right, Rich?
He is Bam good. The rocket scientist, Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez, defends his WBC and WBO titles. And that was a brutal finish with that beautiful timed hook to end the fight in the 10th round. They already have his next fight scheduled. That's going to be in November in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. But after that one, if he gets through it, give me Juto Nakatani, please. That is the fight I want to watch, maybe more than any fight out there now, after watching their both impressive last 2 performances. Obviously, Rodriguez is 115 pounds. Nakatani's 118. Have to move up, but that's the one I want to see. Unbelievable fight.
I agree with you, bud. And I'm so glad you said that one last thing about that last punch. I don't know if Bennett is the man. Bennett Garcia, you are the man. You are Bam good too. You really are. Richie is too. But maybe he could get it. nobody pointed it out. I don't think it was appreciated really to the level that it should be. That last punch you talk about, Bud, it was appreciated in the fact that the commentators said, wow. Okay, I get it. Wow, bang, boom. But there was more in between the bang and the boom. He got close to him, and as part of his brilliance, as part of the science that I'm talking about, the scientist, as part of just him so being at a different level, he forced the guy. He forced the guy, Tafou, to feel the pressure and to react. He knew he was going to have to react. So he pushed him onto the ropes again. He got close, and he forced a punch to come out. And just, he got into close position, real calm and ready. And just as the punch was starting to come, the left hook, he was going to start to throw it. Bam, bam, being the southpaw that he is, bang! He beat him to it. He waited for just about a quarter of an inch, a half an inch movement for the punch to start to move away from his jaw. And then he just, bang! He beat it. He threw that right hook in there. Perfect timing. Perfect result. But again, a lot more than just a bam bam. There's a lot more to this guy than bam bam. You know, and that punch showed it. If you know what you're looking at, that the way he just got close, he waited, forced him to throw something, and then when that little tiny opening was there, bang, he exploded his punch. Perfect timing, perfect science, real smart, real special, bam good.